Smith and Jarrod Mullen have moved to the post-match press conference.
You start?
Yep.
Brian, yeah, you must have been impressed with, well, not just the whole team, but the blokes backing up from Origin and your skipper in particular.
Oh, there was no shortage of effort, and we had to get that effort out of everybody, and I thought they led the way tonight. Last try by Gids, just enormous extra effort to seal the win for us.
Not to mention the try by the guy next to you before that.
Yeah, but he didn't play Origin.
Yeah.
But it was a great play. Yeah, that was a big part of what we set out to do tonight, was run hard with the ball and really test their D. And you know, those last two tries by two of the smaller guys on the field, you know, that was the difference. Probably Matty Hilda started us off with one of those. He's not a big fella either. Just running hard at the line and getting themselves across that white line for us.
Do you think it had to come down to those last-minute heroics that you probably should have put them away before that?
I thought we were a bit sloppy in the first half. A couple of our handling errors, they weren't only errors, they were try chances missed, I thought.
And that bit of ill discipline as well early in the second half after you'd scored that try, that didn't help you.
A couple of times we lost the ball in the tackle, getting up to play it early second half, and then I think we gave up 3 10-metre penalties. I thought they'd disappeared. They were like scrum penalties lately, you know, kicking the goal off a scrum penalty was. Haven't seen a 10-metre penalty for ages, and then we had 3 of them tonight. So back to the future.
You probably could have had a bigger buffer if that try to Danny Medeiros had been allowed. What do you think of that in the first
Yeah, I
half?
thought that as well, but probably said enough already. Hard to understand.
With the Origin blokes, did you have to, like, psychologically, how did you feel they were leading into the game? Are they really up for the game?
Yeah. I think, you know, those sort of guys have got so much pride, not just Newcastle guys, I mean Origin players generally. When they lose, you know, they're just keen to get back on the horse as quickly as possible and, you know, get a win under their belt. They love to win.
But you got a couple of back rowers there playing 80 minutes, or that takes a fair bit of pressure off your interchange, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. That was one of the goals we sort of set early in the year for those back rowers. They were the ones that we thought we could manage the new interchange, the reduced interchange, by getting them to do that. And you know, House's got a terrific sort of aerobic, you know, cardiovascular, whatever, motor, and Corey's grown into that. Corey Patterson's grown into that. I think that's 2 in a row and 4 or 5 times this year that they've both done that for us.
What about your halves and your you know, 5'8", half-back, full-back combination? There's been a bit of changing at different times. Do you think you're settled there for the rest of the year? Or?
No, I think we'll just do what we need to do to win a game. I think it was definitely the right combination for this game, and the boys played accordingly. But, you know, to be fair, the only changes we made were when Mullen was injured and Scotty Jarrod was injured early in the year when Gids came forward, and then Scotty Jarrod's been injured again of late and not been able to play. So when they're all fit, you know, we'll have an opportunity to make any changes that we need to. But you know, there's really Mullen's and the only one who's affected by it, because he sometimes goes, you know, he's the one who goes from half to 5'8", and he's an all-round genius. As you saw tonight, he can do it easily, no problem.
Where do you prefer to be, Jarrod?
Mate, honestly, it doesn't worry me. They're in the halves anywhere. They're pretty much the same position these days. One just feeds a scrum. So, yeah, it's either what Smithy wants to do, and, you know, I've got the utmost trust in him.
Just right after that last try, Jarrod, obviously the heat was on, but you kept your cool.
Yeah, well, we just come in with a game plan, you know, show long and, you know, keep the ball, I suppose, and, you know, come off at that right time. You know, they overchased and just got him beyond in there, so, yeah.
Made up for the fluff field goal attempt?
Yeah, I was going for a repeat set, actually, but no one thought it was. We ended up getting one.
What was the talk in the Campbell behind the line when you gave away that penalty? They got back to 18 all, and it was really the Cowboys getting on a roll. What was said there?
Yeah, it was just getting a bit frustrating. You know, we're not really putting any sides away this year. It's always you know, a nail biter, and you know, for our fans, they're, you know, I don't think they've got any fingernails left. So we need to start putting sides away, and you know, we still kept positive. You know, we thought our good go forward would really work for us tonight, and you know, got to go over there in the end.
What was the coach's message at that time?
I can't say it. Can't say it here.
There wasn't too much. Those guys knew what they needed to do. We just needed